Hi, I'm going to be your counselor today because I understand that some people have been giving you trouble in school. Stupid people. Sound about right? People just don't think. What kind of things do they say to you? What? That sounds like it came from a movie. These people, how corny are they? Oh, jeez. Well, listen. I don't think there's a person on this planet who hasn't been through bullying. I mean, even the bulliers get bullied. It's just like it's a vicious cycle, you know? And I know that this is probably the last thing you want to hear because you've probably heard it a million times and you probably don't feel as though it helps your case, but they do what they do because they're most likely insecure. I mean, they somehow build themselves up by knocking others down. And if it's anyone who should feel ashamed, if it's anyone who should feel embarrassed, it should be them. It's not right what they do. So we're going to get to the root of the problem, and we're going to fix everything so that you can just go back to being yourself and being happy and just living your life and not having to worry about the things that they say and do to you, because it's not even worth it to fathom what they're trying to do or to even take in consideration what they're saying to you. It's just not right. Why, yes, I am a teen counselor. No, I do not have a degree. But I don't necessarily need a piece of paper to try to give you a little bit word of advice. So if you would just trust me on this one, and hopefully we can fix all this. Okay, so I have this notebook here. My mom gave to me for my birthday. It's red, kind of like a velvety type feel with some gold patterns on the back and then on the spine. And the front has a bunch of jewels and beads and a beautiful intricate design on it, kind of like a flower. She gave it to me because she knows that I love to write. I write movies, screenplays and shows and things like that. I'm pretty serious with it. It's one of my biggest hobbies, along with scratching things into people's ears. And hopefully this will relax you and calm you down so that we can talk about this and not feel too stressed out. Okay, so I understand that we're slightly limited on time, so we'll try to get through this efficiently, but also take our time so that we can really fix what's going on and that you can vent and that everything will be okay. Alright. Along with the notebook, she also gave me this pen with some red hearts that I find absolutely adorable. Alright. So it's going to get a little bit personal, but that's what I'm here for, to help you out. So if you don't mind, I'm going to have to ask you a couple of questions that I'm going to be writing down in this here notebook. Okay. So how often approximately would you say that the bullying happens? About once a school week? Okay. And is it verbal or physical? Like, are there any physical altercations or anything? Mainly verbal? No one's threatened to hurt you or anything? They said they're gonna kill you, really? Okay, right. These people, like, they think they're gonna beat you up. They think they're so tough, but how good of a person does that make them? If anything, you'll just be laughing in the nurse's office, but it's not gonna get to that point. Okay. And is it always to your face, or is it passed on through rumors and friends? Both. Okay. And I'm assuming that your parents know about this because they dropped you off here? Okay, good, good. Because a lot of people like to hide the fact that they're getting picked on because it feels like they feel like they should be embarrassed, which I don't understand that, but everyone's different. So I'm good that you're reaching out for help. That's the smart thing to do because we can fix this and we can overcome it. How about anyone at your school? Have you talked to counselors, your principal, teachers? You've talked to your counselors, and they thought it was a good idea to send you here? Okay. And your principal knows? And your teachers have witnessed some? And what do they say about it? Right, that they're going to keep an eye on it, and if it gets any worse, they're going to take action. That sounds great. Okay, so now here's when it gets a little bit personal, and this might bring up a little bit of bad memories and things like that, but that's what I'm here for, to help fix. So, have you ever had suicidal thoughts? And have you ever done or considered self-harm? Personally, I don't see the need for it. That is just me. I know a lot of people think of it as a stress reliever, but I'm here to tell you now that that is not the answer. There are many different ways to cope with a situation. It is, and honey, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary issue. You don't want to let these people have the satisfaction of knowing that they knocked you down, because they're not worth that. Yeah, I'm sorry that you've had to go through that, but know that I'm always here to help, okay? Alright. What? You just want to be happy. I know. Everyone does. Personally, I think that people often mistake happiness for getting everything they want and having everything be perfect. They mistake happiness with money and sex and drugs and things of that nature, but really, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being happy is really easy. It may not seem like it, but it is. If you just took time to think about all of the blessings you have, just count your blessings, think of all the wonderful things you have in your life that maybe most people don't, or that are unique, or that you wouldn't really be able to live without, because those are special things that you have to smile for. Think about those and smile. Next time you see a flower, smile. Next time you see a dog, smile. Or a cat, or a fish, or a banana slug. Next time you see anything that portrays any type of happiness, just smile, and soon you'll just feel optimism radiating through you. You know, people often think that life is, going to school and then going to college and getting a job and making money, which of course it plays an important role, but when you think about it, that's the way our society is, not the way life is. I mean, it wasn't like that when the dinosaurs were around, was it? It's not the meaning of life to make money and to get a job and things like that. There's not necessarily much wrong with it. I just think that people need to really think outside of the box and see life for what it really is, so that it can open up their minds to the infinite possibilities and mysteries and wonders that this universe has to offer. And then I think people would be more appreciative to just be alive and just be happy, and they wouldn't be so focused on the daily stresses of money and worrying about bullying, because that it's just not worth it. Yes. So I'm gonna write a prescription for you. Okay, and I'm going to send this to your local pharmacist, and you can take care of the rest. Listen, sweetie, I believe in you. Don't listen to what they have to say. You are worth so much more than they say. Come back anytime, I'm always here. It'll be okay, I promise. Sweet dreams.